Okay, so for this video, I've been noticing a lot of people asking me what is my settings. Now, first of all, by no means would I say these settings would make you a god in the game or whatever. I mean, it'll just improve your playstyle and whatnot, but this is just only one component. I mean, it's a combination of, I'd say, your settings, your game sense, your playstyle and whatnot, which really makes you a good player in this game. But overall, this video is just going over my settings and I'll just go through it with you. So my settings are more or less set to what the game already came with, like default. But in terms of like, I have it set to high and then I adjusted a few other numbers just to get it a little better. But to really solidify the experience, I went with speed acceleration and I've been using that from the start of the game when it first came out a year ago. And overall, majority of it depends on your playstyle, and I would also say mentally, as in how much you could absorb from the game and how you react to it. So you could pause the video in its different sections and you could see as I scroll through those settings, you could adjust it to what suits you, and hopefully you get a good result out of this. So up next, I'll include some clips just so I can go over what I explain and you guys can see how well my settings work for me and give you guys a few tips as well. So if you guys end up using my settings or if you adjust it slightly, but for me, this is what you're really trying to achieve. So this guy is trying to attack me in the lobby and I'm making it really hard for him to keep up with me. Now this is just what you want to achieve in terms of, say, if you get into a one-on-one fight situation, just make it difficult for your enemies to keep up with you. And this is what is happening here. Now your movement. Try your best to be as fluid as much as possible, as well as complement each and every action that you do. Now you see how well I keep my movement in sync, and luckily enough there was a guy who landed close to me and I was able to pounce on him as quickly as possible. Now you could see right there how my sensitivity settings work well with this, and that's just a perfect example to start off with for you guys. So this is a perfect situation where I would demonstrate game sense. And like I said before, mentally, how much you could absorb from a current situation and how well you can react to all of this. Again, be accountable for everything that happens, aware of where your enemies are, how well you sync your movement from enemy to enemy, and then coming out of this situation alive. So you see, these are some of the examples of movement mechanics you guys need to master, as well as being able to react just as fast. Doing this will give your enemies no chance at all. Like for example this one, I took that guy out so easy, he didn't even know what just happened to him. Again, your movement, that 360, how well you go from action to action, keep them in sync. I hit this guy inside of it and I took him out easy. Okay, so check this out as well. Being able to turn on your enemies so hard and then take them out easily with such high accuracy is another thing you should be able to do as well. Now, my layout and my sensitivity settings allow me to do this. Again, another example for showing you how I demonstrate my game sense, as well as being aware of my environment. Going down to the terminal, I saw there the airborne launcher, checked in the sky, and then I saw this guy flying around. So I knew chances are he might want to attack me, in which he did, where I took the advantage where as soon as you land, there's like this 1 second before you actually recover and being able to fire. So I took advantage of that and then I easily took him out.
Ready for upgrade.
So before I go, I'll leave you guys with one more tip. Again, sometimes you don't want to just jump into engagements. Take a minute. Observe what is about to happen in the direction where you want to go. Plan this out properly. But most of all, have confidence in what you do. Confidence plays a big role in your movements. If you choke or whatever, that just shows you guys have lacking confidence. Make your moves, do them in sync, and then you should come out well. That's it for me, guys. Thank you, and then we look forward to season 11.